Rubies, welcome back to another episode on the Ruby Aura Mindset channel, where the Rubies we come together so we can get our lives where we need it to be on our Pinterest vision boards by using some biblical wisdom and some wisdom from your coach Ruby. So, Rubies, what if I told you that your dream life isn't 5 years away? It is just literally 30 days away, but it's going to require some discipline. In 30 days, Rubies, you could look different, you could feel different, you could live differently if you decide to. So many persons are having a glow up trend, but I'm not going to give you a glow up trend, Rubies. This is going to be a lifestyle blueprint that you can do. And if you are serious about it, afterwards, you can take the 30-day Well-Kept Woman Transformation course. It's right there for you. Very affordable, Rubies. Less than $20 for you to get your life together in 30 days. I think it's worth it. And if you really want to go up a notch, you can take the master, the psychology of a it girl, the master course. It is there for you to really transform your life. Okay, Rubies, so let's get straight into today's episode. Now, the first thing that I want you to do, Rubies, is when it comes to creating your dream life in 30 days, the first thing you're going to have to do is become aware. You need to be very aware of your identity. You need to figure out, what does my dream life looks like? That's what you need to do. You need to ask yourself, what does my dream life look like? If God gave me 30 intentional days, what would my life look like? What will my dream life look like if it wasn't just about the luxury? It was about me having peace. It was about me having freedom, having purpose, and being obedient. What if I had 30 days to reset my life and align with God's help, and He gave me all of the tools that I need to organize my life and walk in discipline so I can get the favor? What would I do differently? And when you start to think like that, Rubies, you know exactly what you need to do. Because literally the word says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. So you are the one that is taking long to get your life on track. You don't need 5 years. You need 30 days of discipline. That's what you need to do. And the first thing, like I said, Rubies, you need to become aware and identify exactly what it is that you need to get done in your life. Stop copying the aesthetics of other it girls and literally define your own version of success and abundance. This is what you need to do. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to get clear on what it is God is calling you to do, because you've already had a nudge, you've already had a feeling. Many times it's drowned out by distractions, by warlocks, by envious hags, witches, all of them. All of them together. Everyday life, losing yourself. That's why you're not clear on what you want to do. So the first practical thing you're going to do, Rubies, is you're going to write down the areas in your life that feel out of alignment. So if that's your career, your finances, your relationships, and your habits, get a piece of paper out and start write the vision and make it plain. And then you need to ask yourself, what has God already told me to do that I just do not want to do? Can I tell you how long it took me to make this YouTube channel? Almost like a year. I kept going back to other platforms that I felt as if would have been able for me to steward my gift and do an impact. And then when I didn't get the results that I wanted, I got frustrated, or even though I had the results, it wasn't in the way that I wanted it. So you need to pray for clarity before you start creating these goals. What it is that you need to get done in your life. If any of you lacks wisdom, go and ask God. It's just that simple. So the first thing you're going to do, Ruby, is identify the areas of your life that does not align. Your homework for part one of this is to go and create a vision list and write down one goal under each category, not two, not three, one. And that's going to be spiritual, financial, physical, and emotional. You won't have to write down if you go and you actually invest inside of the Well-Kept Woman course. Day by day, you have these type of prompts. I put prompts in the day-by-day course for you. Under $20 for you to start to follow something without you having to take out a pen and paper, because you always have your phone in your hand if you don't want to do it. Okay, Rubies, we have to get serious. We're in the last quarter. Now, number two, to build the dream life that you want, you're gonna have to clean house. And I'm not meaning just your immediate environment. You're gonna have to clean your house spiritually and physically. Go and declutter your space and declutter your mind. Trauma dump everything on a piece of paper, in your phone, in your journal. The iPhone has an app that is journal. Get rid of any distractions and any sinful patterns that is triggering you in your lifestyle. If that means that you have to detach from social media for a bit, do it. If that means that you don't answer the phone when certain friends call, do it. Get in your season of consecration so you can get what you need done. Stop putting off your life, your dream for the next year and the next year and the next year and the next day. Because then 10 years from now, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, I should have started 10 years ago. And anytime when you feel as if, oh, it's going to take me too long, Ruby, Coach Ruby, this is going to take me so long to get there. Well, you're going to get to that age anyway through the grace of God. So start now. Start now. Okay? Once you start to do that, you will notice that you will begin to declutter your schedule from time wasters and emotional chaos. I don't have emotional chaos and time wasters inside of my life in this moment. I don't. And I don't desire to have it either. If you want to get focused, if you go on a 24-hour fast or like a 3-day fast where you're just eating fruits and vegetables after a certain time, I can guarantee you will get all the focus that you need back. You will get all the focus that you need back. And then what you can do to help you with this, Rubies, is choose one daily fast that you do in order for you to connect and focus again. Whether that's fasting from social media, eliminating gossiping in circles of friends, unhealthy foods or negative self-talk and self-patterns, negative habits, find something that you can fast from daily. Find it. Now, the third thing to do to build your dream life, Rubies, is that you need to create a structure. You need to create structure and non-negotiables. I did this in my life too. There's just some things I don't want to partake in. There's just some places I don't want to go. There's just some things I don't want to eat. I don't want to drink. So figure out how you're going to structure your morning routine and your evening routine. Let's start there, because the base of your day is probably surrounded by work, kids, and other obligations. But figure out, how am I going to start my morning routine? How am I going to end in my night routine? Okay, Rubies? Let the favor of the Lord rest on us, Rubies, and let him establish the work of our hands in the season. So start focusing. Now, you can build a focused routine for 30 days, or it's already built for you in the Well-Kept Woman course. I make it easy for you because I know what it was for me to try and do these things that I didn't want to do before I was able to have access to all of these tools. Now, number 4, which is going to be one of the hardest things to do in creating your dream life, is you're going to have to replace emotion with discipline, baby. Okay? Get your emotions out of it. It's not going to be easy. You won't always feel motivated. But if you stay consistent through the structure, you will feel accomplished. So now you need to take the emotions. If you do not like showing up and putting on makeup and putting yourself together, take your emotions out of it, you need to do it. Show up in the world how you want people to treat you. I don't care if you don't like being presentable. Now is the time. Okay? Discipline is literally the bridge between your prayer and the progress and the results that you're about to get. And there was something that I heard and it really stuck with me, and I want this to stick with you too, Ruby, is no discipline seemed pleasant at the time, but painful later. However, it produces a harvest of righteousness. So basically, In Hebrews 12 and 11, it's telling us, when you lack discipline now, it will tell on you later. It's just that simple. Whenever you lack discipline now, it's going to tell on you later. Now, the next thing that you need to do, Rubies, is you're going to review your finances. And I know you're so tired of hearing it. But finances plays a big part in the life that you want, the freedom. The life that you want that requires freedom, it requires you to have some form of discipline in your finances. That's why I created the next course, under $20 again, for you Rubies, called the Attractive and Untouchable course. Get your money right. Start to put savings goals in place. Start to review your spending habits. Start to be intentional with where every dollar goes. Start to cut down on debt. Start to put things in place. Go and pick up a 10K challenge. It's free. You can find all kinds of ways to save $10,000. Aim to save your first $10,000. I know it seems out of reach, but Rubies, once you save that first 10K, I guarantee you the momentum will keep going. Learn to manage your money, Rubies, if you want to create your dream life in 30 days. It only takes you 30 days to track a habit because it takes 21 days to form it. 21 days for a habit to lock in. You track your spending for 30 days. The next 30 days, you're going to be more mindful of your money. You need to start stewarding your time the same way that you steward money. And many of us, because we're not stewarding money good, we are not stewarding our time good. Okay? How you do one thing is how you do everything. Like my dad said, how you do one thing, baby girl, is how you do everything. Whoever can be trusted with little will also be trusted with much. So sometimes the bridge between you and that financial freedom that you're waiting for God to bless you with, Ruby, is tied up in you not stewarding the little that you have. If you cannot be resourceful with little, how can you be resourceful with many? Now, number 6, to build your 30-day life, the life that you dream of, is you're going to have to analyze character and relationships. And sometimes this is going to require a reset. So what I want you to do in this particular 30 days, when you reach this stage, Rubies, is that you need to analyze the boundaries in your life. You need to start forgiving people, and you need to start moving gracefully. The dream life that God has for you will always start with humility and kindness and respect. Let it go. Let the grudges go. Start forgiving. Go on a forgiveness spree. Go on a forgiveness spree. And forgiveness is something that you continuously have to search for. And that's where I am as well. I sometimes you feel like you forgive and you haven't. So right now, all I want to do is forgive everybody that I need to forgive this year, because I don't want to carry any unforgiveness into the year of 2026. I want to be free. I don't want any chains tying me down spiritually, and I want the same thing for you. I want the same thing for you. And Rubies, if you follow those 6 things, I can guarantee you, you will have a better life in 30 days. You don't need 5 years. Yes, some goals requires 5 years, but it only takes you 1 year to save 10,000. So if you were disciplined in the first 52 weeks, imagine how much you can do in the next 4 years. If you keep that momentum, you are up 50K. If you start forgiving now, a year from now, you would forget the warlock. You would even forget what he did to you, because you would be so focused on you and finding your husband. I want you to romanticize this journey because listen to me, Rubies. I love this journey that I'm on. I love the enlightenment. I love the lightness. I love the growth. I love the discipline. I love the consistency, because even in the times I don't want to do it, I look forward to doing it because I know I'm going to feel better later. Do you feel like you feel good when you have to pay down on your debt? Anytime you have to give the bank the money to pay on your debt, it doesn't feel good in that moment. But then as the day goes on and time goes on, you be like, wow, I'm a step closer to freedom. You have a mental, debt is like mentally chaining you. But when you don't owe no man, the Bible tells you don't owe nobody. When you don't owe nobody, you feel so free. You feel free. So I want you right now, I want you to create the life that you need to in these 30 days. And when you do that, I want you to be free that nobody has control over your peace. I want you to be free where nobody has control over your happiness. I want you to be free that nobody has control over your joy. I want you to be free that nobody has control over your finances. I want you to be free that nobody has control over your time. Intentionally get up and become the woman that you want to be. Nobody is coming to save you but Christ, and that's the only name that you need to call upon. No one is coming to save you. You need to get serious about your life now. I wish I had somebody to tell me this. I just have to tell myself this. I tell myself this. Girl, you need to get serious about your life now. Let's get it together, Rubies. Let's get it together. You can create this life for yourself, Rubies, and I know you can. So you don't need to be anxious for anything. And the peace of God will guard your heart and mind as you work towards what you need to get done. Your dream life, Rubies, really doesn't start when everything is perfect, Your dream life starts when you surrender your plans and you work diligently towards it. I challenge you to give yourself just 30 days. Give God 30 days to change your life. I gave God 30 days this month, and I saw a massive change in my life and the way that I steward the things that God has given me. Give him 30 days, Rubies. And watch, you will see the fruit of your obedience, because in order to be disciplined, you have to walk in obedience. And the Bible tells us obedience is better than what? Sacrifice. You don't have to be anxious. When you seek the things of God first, everything else will be added to you. Notice I'm not telling you to chase behind some quick thing, I'm telling you chase behind yourself. I'm telling you to get yourself in order and yourself aligned. Every time I speak to you, Rubies, on this app, on this channel, it's always about you getting in line. Because I know when you walk in obedience, things will happen for you. When you start to work with your hands, God will bless it. All you have to do is start. Notice that I'm not telling you how to end, Notice that I'm not even telling you the sandwich. I'm not even giving you the ingredients in the middle of the sandwich. All I am telling you to do is begin, and God will take care of the rest. Trust the process. Put the goals down. You can't expect God to work on anything in your life, Rubies, if you don't even have a plan. How you go to the master how do you go to the contractor without the blueprint? That don't make no sense. So you have to look at God as, God, I want you to invest in me building this house, right? So God is the investor. God says, okay, Ruby, where the plan? You ain't got no plan. Okay, what color you want in the house? You don't know what color you want in the house. Okay, what tiles you want? You don't know what tiles you want in the house. Okay, how big you want it? You don't know how big you want it. How much rooms you want? You don't know that. That's how you're working. And then you expect God to just come and bless you and create this dream life for you. No, you have to start putting in the work. And they're never going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this because I have been where many Rubies are starting now. Okay? A head start, Rubies. The well-kept woman course is a 30-day, step-by-step, every day you work on something. And if you just do that, Rubies, for me for 30 days, I just want you to do that for me for 30 days, Rubies, please. I want you to do it because I want you to feel liberated. Like how when persons do the 75 hard challenge, I just challenge you to do that 30-day course for me. It's less than $20. I think it's even less than $15, Rubies. I want you to do it because you're going to see how you renew your mind. You're going to look at life so differently just 30 days, and then you're going to keep that momentum. Trust me. And then when you do it, Rubies, I want you to come on the Patreon page. I want you to go on the YouTube community page and post your transformation and what you learned. Any of the courses on the Ruby Aura Mindset page, any of them, I just challenge you to do it for just 30 days. Just 3 to 4 weeks. And then you let me know. And I know you're going to do well. Absolutely, you're going to do well. Okay, Rubies? So thank you. Thank you, Rubies, for coming to another episode on the Ruby Aura Mindset. And I just want to leave you with this. I want you to trust in the Lord with all your heart and don't lean on your own understanding. I want you to always write the vision and make it plain. I want you to remember when you seek the kingdom first, all things will be added to you. And I want you to know you should never grow weary in doing well because it will pay off in the end. Thank you, Rubies. I'll see you next time. Bye.